the class. So we'll start with the third unit of this environmental sanitation. So unit name it is usually community organizations to promote environment health. Okay, what are the different community organizations have been established for promoting environmental health? Okay, there are major community organizations which are established mainly to promote this environmental health. So what are the things we'll see now? The first topic, like first content that we'll be studying under this unit, it is levels of care. Okay, so levels of care you would have already studied in other classes also, in other subjects also. So they are mainly three levels of care. Okay, they are mainly three levels of care, that is primary health care, secondary health care and tertiary health care. So primary health care, so this primary health care, it is usually done where it is the essential health care, and this is the first level of care where individuals come in contact with the health system. Okay, where individuals will come in contact with the health system. So this is usually the first level of care. Okay, this is usually the first level of care, first level of contact between the individual and health system. Okay, between individual and health system. So this usually provides like essential health care. Okay, this usually provides essential health care. So next is secondary health care. Secondary health care, in this complex health problems will be dealt with. Okay, in this usually complex health problems will be dealt with, and the care usually will be given in the district hospitals and community health centers. Okay, the care usually will be provided in the district hospitals and community health centers. So that is usually about this secondary health care. And the last is tertiary health care. Tertiary health care, here super speciality care will be given. Okay, in this super speciality care will be given, and the care will be given in the regional institutions or specialized institutions or central level institutions. Okay, this usually will be given in the regional level institutions or central level institutions. So that is usually about this levels of care, and this levels of care you would have already dealt in fundamentals as well as the community health nursing. So that is usually about this levels of care. So levels of care, it is usually includes primary health care, secondary health care and tertiary health care. So primary health care is the first level of contact between the individuals and the health centers, and this is usually provides essential health care. And next is community health centers. So community health centers, here complex health problems are dealt with, and the care is usually given in the district hospitals and community health centers. And the last level is tertiary health care. So here usually it is super speciality care will be given. Okay, super speciality care will be given where it is usually gives the care is usually given in the regional level or central level. So it is usually about this different levels of care. So next is agencies. Okay, there are different agencies which is working for improving the health of the individuals as well as environmental health. So in that it is usually national health agencies. Okay, next is national health agency with mainly, so in this usually to improvise the health. Okay, to improvise the health, central plays an important role. Okay, central plays an important role. The central is responsible for developing policies. Okay, for developing policies, for planning, guiding, assisting, evaluating and coordinating the work of the state governments. Okay, coordinating the work of state government. So the agency, it is mainly the central level is responsible. The central level, it is responsible for making policies, evaluating, monitoring as well as guiding, assessing, coordinating with the other state and health ministers. So the central is major responsible. So that is usually about this thing. So in our country, the health system usually consists of three main links. Okay, the health system mainly consists of, in our country, the main three links, that is central level, state level as well as local level or block level. Okay, local level or block level. So in our health system, okay, the health system which is usually present in the national level, it is usually divided into three, that is central, state and local or block level. So first will be what is the central health level. Okay, what is the central health system? So at the central level system, it is mainly carried out under three ministry level or national level. It is mainly carried out under three. So one is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So next is Director General of Health Services, and the third is Central Council of Health and Family Welfare. So that is usually types of agencies. So that is first we'll see about the national thing. So in that usually what happens, the central is held responsible for making the policies, planning, guiding, assessing, coordinating everything. The central level is is taking the responsibility So at this national level, so usually they are divided into three, they are usually divided into three health system. Okay, they are usually divided health system in this national level. It is divided into three levels, that is central level, state level, local or block level. So first we'll see what are the things that is done by the central level. So at the central level, it is mainly done in the on the three areas. So it is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Director General of Family Health Services, and the last is Central Council of Health and Family Welfare. So one by one we will see what are the responsibility or what are the functions of this department. So what are the functions of this department? In that first is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The name only suggests that it takes care of the health as well as the family welfare services. Okay, the health services as well as family welfare services. So that is in this Ministry of Health and Family Welfare Service, the organization it usually includes is that this is usually headed by Cabinet Minister of the state. Okay, this is usually headed by the Cabinet Ministry of the state, Deputy Health Minister. Okay, Deputy Health Minister. So that is this Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. This is headed by it is usually headed by Cabinet Minister of the state as well as Deputy Health Minister. Okay, as well as Deputy Health Minister. So that is usually there. So this usually works in the following departments. One is Family Health, Department of Health, and then Department of Family Welfare. Okay, usually it works based on the Department of Health and Department of Family Welfare. Okay, Department of Family Welfare. So at the national level, central is responsible for carrying out all the activities. So it usually gives us a health system, and the health system is usually had three levels, that is central, state, local or broad level. At the central level, it is usually done under three areas, that is Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Director General of Health Services, and the last one it is usually Central Council for Health and Family Welfare. So that is usually there. So in that one by one we have said, first is Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So here usually it is usually like its name only suggests that it takes care of the health of the individual as well as the family welfare services. It is usually provided. So this is headed by Cabinet Minister of State as well as it is usually headed by Cabinet Minister of the State as well as Health Minister. Okay, Union Health Minister. So this is usually has following departments. Okay, it also has two departments. One is Department of Health and the Department of Family Welfare, where separately they will be taking care and they will be taking care of the individuals. So that is usually. So what are the functions of this union? What are the functions of this Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare? The functions are usually divided into two lists. One is concurrent list and the other is union list. And this union list and concurrent list was usually given by the fundamental rights of the individual. Okay, it is usually given under the articles that fundamental rights of the individual. So what are the union list function? Okay, what are the functions of this union list? So that is usually what happens. They create international relations. Okay, they usually create international health relations. Okay, international health relations. Okay, it usually carry out international health agencies. Then usually promotion of research through centers, and then regulation and development of medical, pharmacological, dental and nursing professions, and then establish and maintenance of drug standards. Okay, establish and maintenance of drug standards, and then usually immigration and emigration, causes and collection of census and collection of publication other statistical data. These are usually the functions which is usually present in the union list of this health and family welfare. So mainly it includes that international health relations will be maintained, promotion of research through centers like research centers, development of medical pharmacological laboratory as well as community as well as nursing professions, establishing and maintaining drug standards, census and other collection and other publication other statistical data. These are usually the functions of union list. So next is functions of concurrent list. What are the functions of concurrent list? Functions of concurrent list include like prevention of communicable diseases, prevention of adulteration of foodstuff, then control of drugs and poisons, vital statistics, labor welfare, control of labor welfare or giving benefits in the labor welfare, economic and social planning, population control and family planning. Okay, so in this concurrent list, the function mainly it includes population control and family planning, prevention of communicable diseases, prevention of adulteration of foodstuff, control of drugs and poisons, vital statistics, labor welfare, social and economic conditions. So these are usually functions of union list and concurrent list. So that is Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The name suggests that it takes care of the health as well as family welfare services. So that is usually it is headed by Cabinet Minister of State and deputy health minister, okay, and a deputy health minister. So this is usually has two departments, Department of Health and Department of Family Welfare. So in this usually what happened, they had certain functions which has been divided into two, that is union list and concurrent list. Union list, it is usually where it usually takes care like international health relations will be maintained, and then they will be promoting research work, then they will be having development of medical pharmacy in the nursing profession, immigration and emigration, census and data collection. So these are usually things that is usually present in the union list function. And the concurrent list function, it is usually prevention of communicable diseases, population control and use of family welfare services, prevention of adulteration of foodstuff, control drugs and poisons, vital statistics, labor welfare. So these are the functions of concurrent list. So next is Director General of Health Services. Director General of Health Services is usually like where they will be taking care of the medical and public health matters. Okay, they will be taking care of the medical and public health matters. So that is Director General of Health Services. So normally they will be having a large administrative staff. Okay, they will be having a large administrative staff where we will taking care of medical, hospitals, public health and general administration. Okay, they will be taking care of medical care, medical care, hospitals, public health and general administration. Okay, this is the Director General of Health Services. So this is organized it is usually works based on the principles of union government. Okay, it works based on the principles of union government. So that is usually improves both medical as well as public health sectors. Okay, it usually protects, like it usually both in the medical as well as public health matter. So that is usually organization. So this is Director General of Health Services. So organization, it works based on the functions of union government. Okay, it works based on the functions of union government where they will be taking care of medical care, hospitals, public health as well as general administration. So that is usually about this Director General of Health Services. So next is Central Council of Health. Okay, next is Central Council of Health. So this usually what are the things that is present in the Central Council of Health and Family Welfare? It mainly functions based on the functions of concurrent list. Okay, based on the functions of concurrent list. So this is about the central level. So central level, I have told you that it works under three departments: Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Director General of Health Services, and then Central Council of India. So that is Union Ministry. It mainly works under two departments. So that is headed by Cabinet Minister of State. It is mainly divided into two, that is Department of Health, Department of Family Welfare. It mainly works in Department of Health and Department of Family Welfare. So next is Director General of, and it is functioned as union. It is divided into union list and concurrent list. Union list where it usually checks about the union list. It usually checks about the international health support, promotion of research, promotion, regulation and development of medical, pharmacological and nursing. So these are usually functions which is present in the union list and concurrent list. This is Director General of Health Services. Here they concentrate on medical care, hospitals, public health and general administration. So that is usually about the Director General of Health Services. And the Central Council of Health and Family Welfare, it mainly functions based on the functions of which is enlisted in the concurrent list. Okay, which is enlisted in the concurrent list. So that is usually about this central level of healthcare.